75% of the time it will land on green, and 25 it'll land on orange.
Yeah, it's
I got
not.
orange 50% of the time.
Yeah, like it's not 50-50, so we just spam the 75% side, even though that should not be how the wheel works.
Anyway, I forgot to start the recording, so it's just gonna start in a random spot. That's fine.
Oh.
Why did that hurt? Wait. Man, doing significantly worse. I don't know. Is your luck bad, Lucan, or was it just on streams that your luck is bad? Do you know?
Lucan's muted.
Okay. Can't tell when I'm gaming.
Yeah, I see the stream of Discord overlay doesn't display that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But this is my first time seeing the game.
Yeah. I thought it'd be we thought it'd be funny to have someone who doesn't actually know much about the game participate in the co-com.
Oh, now you have one.
Cause like last boss fight we had, I only really beat it when we were having a conversation completely unrelated to the game, which is why that bot is called this Tunic stream is 73% of your required lead intake.
Yeah, but like those are the best kind of streams when the people commentating discussing random topics that don't matter to the game itself.
Yeah.
This kind of streams just discuss lunchables and their lead intakes.
What? Oh yeah.
You know,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. The Lunchables.
Yeah.
The...
That really dates that stream, I think. That was like 2 weeks ago or something. Ah, shit.
Yeah, but like, it ends up being a time capsule in a way. But yeah, like I remember the Lunchables discussion.
Oh, this does no damage. I should be dead, I think.
Well, you're not.
Not, and that's a testament to me being a gamer. Yeah, gamer Don. I did not do a gamer move. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be hitting, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Am I supposed to be hitting his balls or his face?
I think either.
Because we keep talking onto his balls. It's hard to tell.
Just whatever the point is.
Does one do more damage than the other? Let's find out. Let's see if I can fucking hit it. Sure, let me touch your balls.
That's
No, they do about they do about the same
That's
amount.
the request.
They do about the same amount. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna call it his balls, I think.
Okay.
Do you have a better name for them? It's probably meant to be like this before or something, but same difference. In the end, they're really the same thing. He moves around way too much for someone his size.
Yeah, but that's just how boss fights work. They don't care about your convenience.
Just big fucking spider guy, or a crab, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say it's closer to a crab.
Yeah, I'd say closer to crab. He has very crab-like movement.
Yeah, this is the crustacean boss fight of the game.
The Mr. Krabs.
Every good game should have a crustacean boss fight.
The Mr. Krabs boss fight.
Sponge boy.
Boy, me Bob.
Sponge boy me Bob, I'm going to fucking kill you. Ah,
I'm going to kick your ass. Why the fuck?
I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while.
I know me and Grace are doing those watch-alongs in case you ever want to join sometime when you're free.
Yeah, but it's usually like when I'm editing or when I'm at work.
That's fair.
I actually don't want to be anywhere near his face. So
The reason I muted is because I got food from Wendy's and they gave me 4 straws. I got 1 drink.
Oh. Yeah, that's odd.
sometimes
Like,
sometimes you just really want to share a drink, and you're like, I don't have any straws.
Did you get it off like DoorDash or something?
Oh yeah.
Well, at least they didn't give you no straws.
I think it's so
Good.
funny that anytime I get
At
a
least
bite,
isn't like last time I got food from. At least it isn't like those time food, but the last time I got. Last few times I get groceries where they just leave it at the front of the apartment. I have to walk downstairs. I had to bring up like 100 pounds once.
I would say I get hit from you. Like, I can,
Well, like-
let's go.
Well, the one time I like did do one of those food delivery stuff was in 2022, and my family wasn't home, so I got myself a McDonald's off of like Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever. And
Off the black
they
market.
they didn't give me a straw, so like I said to my friend, "Hey, I didn't get a straw. What's up with that?" And one of my friends who worked at a fast food joint said like, "Oh, it's the fast food people's responsibility for the straw. It's not the delivery person's."
Yeah. I haven't had Wendy's in a while. Until like... It was like a long break in like my Wendy eating cycle. But I had Wendy again like a week ago.
The last time I had Wendy's was back when I was going home from the anime festival back in February. Like, I got Wendy's because like it was a long day. Like I was there for the entire day. I think from like 9 to 6 something.
He shoots for so long.
Yeah.
You need 4 straws for all 4 mouths you definitely have.
Yeah, I have 4 straws for the. So I can have 4 different drinks in my 1 drink.
Or you can save those straws for later.
I can.
I do take straws for later whenever I got like extra.
Like if you get DoorDash again and they forget the straw.
Yeah.
Or
It's
you
always
buy
good just in case.
or you buy orange juice instead. They forget the straw.
You forgot the pickles.
Wait a minute, he's been keeping the straws on his tongue the whole time.
Just rewrite the entire episode but with straws.
Well,
I feel like having straws in your mouth would make you choke.
Boba Bass fucking dies.
Good ending.
And then he would have never become the nostalgia critic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is that what he becomes?
Yeah, and one of the Patrick Star episodes, Patrick's also episodes like he becomes a PhD of the nostalgia critic, and it's also revealed he's into anime cat girls. Yeah. So anime cat girls are canon to SpongeBob.
So is SpongeBob.
I think Nostalgia Critic is canon to a lot of things.
I think like Doug Walker even like reacted to that episode. Made a video. Yeah.
I think
Was the
there's like a
critic on my
background
list?
cameo that's a reference to him and the angry video game nerd in I think Dragon Ball. I love just random references to people in like cartoons that like no one would notice. Like I think they're like randomly Bluey references wine sauce.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet about that.
I mean, are you saying the Bluey fan base and the Vine Sauce fan base are not one and the same?
I'm not sure. Do you think someone
Are they not
would
both
watch
the same?
Bluey and then go watch a commercial chaos?
I think they're the same target audience. So I could be wrong. I don't know that much about Vine Sauce. Aren't there like 5
You
of
know
them?
about Bluey?
No. I know that they're blue.
Yeah, they're blue.
They're E.
Can you tell me the lore of Bluey?
Once upon a blue, there was a dog. That
True.
dog committed a crime of committing sorcery.
I think I only watched one Bluey episode, and it was one of the Christmas specials last year. It was surprisingly good. I can see why grown-ups like it.
Isn't Vine Sauce green? Okay, but like legally distinct Bluey is Vine Sauce. You know? You gotta be legally distinct if you're gonna rip on Bluey.
Well, actually, Bluey came after Vine Sauce, so
No.
Bluey is legally distinct to Vine Sauce.
No, I refuse to believe Bluey came after Vine Sauce.
I love that episode of Bluey where Bluey watches random commercials and then makes YouTube videos of them.
Bluey from Bluey, thank you for
Yeah,
specifying.
I have to specify.
So I don't get confused with all those other Blueys I know.
Yeah, like Bluey from Vine Sauce.
The Bluey from Vine Sauce. Although many people just shorthanded to Vine Sauce.
They long.
What do you mean Vine Sauce is not shorter than Bluey? Not in terms of like height, but like
Yeah, I was thinking of that like Peppa Pig comparison of Peppa Pig being like 5'11" or something.
Yeah.
what is Bluey's height? What is Vine Sauce height? We got a power scale here.
Let me look that up. Bluey.
We're turning this into a power scaling stream. Who would win a fight?
It says here Bluey is 1 foot and 10 inches tall.
Okay, and how tall is Vine Sauce?
Peppa Pig height 3'9".
This is off a Reddit comment, so
But some have also been said, but it's 3'9", but I've also seen 7'1".
And for Vinny, this is off a Reddit comment, so take this with a good grain of salt, but Vinny is 5'11".
Are you telling me Reddit is
Peppa
not
Pig
the?
is 7'1".
Are you telling me Reddit is not the pinnacle of truth and knowledge. Maybe I need to resort to nukes again. What's my
Do you think Peppa Pig should join the Lakers?
what's the prompt? What prompted this?
She's 7'1". She clearly can play basketball pretty well.
How do I open my thing again? L? It's time for nuclear warfare. So I know only Adam is here, but like, how's the audio? Game's not too loud, is it?
It's like off of the.
Yeah, but nuke. God, nukes do not travel very far.
You don't have the missile launcher bit.
At the end of the game, Tunic becomes like a modern first-person shooter.
Yeah, like
it becomes Doom.
yeah, I'd say that the game is a bit too loud compared to us.
Okay, give me a second. Maybe the game is a bit too loud, but it's fine. I'll turn it
Crazy.
down a bit. That's probably good. I have no frame reference for what any of these numbers mean. Like fucking decibel? What the fuck's a decibel? Fucking sorcery. And I'm going to throw 2 of those. Just wasted one of them. 2. Get fucked, nerd. I'm running. Victor. I'm a run. I don't think that should have hit me, but okay. Can you explain that one? Cool. What am I supposed to do?
Hopefully, the progression of this game is wild. We really went from stone block to the stone block grab.
We went from guy with a shotgun to guy with nukes.
A grab with nukes and a gun and a sword.
No, I think that's just a regular crab. Crab just do that.
Yeah, everyone becomes crab someday.
True.
At the end of the day, we all revert to crab. Pew pew.
This is what happens when you live over 200 years. You become a crab.
Yeah.
Fantasy RPG setting.
Yeah, you take like a potion and you get an extra 100 years of life, but
Where like no
at the end of towards the end of your life, you become a crab.
fantasy RPG settings where nobody dies of old age, but if you live over 200, you become a crab.
That's your achievement.
And this really is just like the man at legs from Pikmin.
I started realizing that a bit ago, and I'm like, you know, I think I gotta play this like I play Pikmin, which is bad to practice this. I play Pikmin bad. I'm not good at Pikmin.
Yeah, but this is Pikmin but with a sword.
Yeah, this is melee Pikmin.
That does remind me I have to get back to Pikmin 2.
I wanna
2's awesome.
get Pikmin 2. The Pikmin 2 re-release because I wanna rerun Pikmin 2 again. Not like the post game. I don't really do the post game, but I wanna speedrun Pikmin. You can easily clear the dead in like 2 hours. Like, I want to do that again. I haven't since I was like 12, so
Yeah, I think a lot of the Pikmin speedruns are incredibly short.
yeah. I haven't done it since I was like 12, so like, I want to do it again.
Since most Pikmin games besides like 3
Well, the
are
rain,
very
I definitely didn't get hit by that
optimized.
explosion, right? That's not just me. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten
It
hit by
was
that.
you're definitely slightly behind the wall.
Hmm.
I mean, even then, the radius of the explosion was definitely not that big.
The power of bombs.
The power of bombs compels you.
Power of crap compels you. I fought. You fucking ran away from me. Like a bitch. Man, Alex behavior. I wish this game gave you any invincibility frame.
I don't think it does.
Hmm.
I mean, you get some sometimes, but I have no idea what determines it. But the game just wants to, I guess. When do I get the spin attack? When do I get sword laser? When do I get nuclear warfare legalized?
That's a good question.
When do we legalize nuclear warfare in the game, in the story?
I think
Keep
they've
putting
been
a
legalized actually.
Is our goal to unlegalize it? Because I'm not doing a very good job of that.
Yeah, we're not unlegalizing it, we're keeping status quo.
I can't tell if hitting it balls with more damage than hitting his face.
It's a bit safer, I guess.
I guess it's more safe, but it's kind of inconvenient. Glad that one doesn't kill you. At least as far as I can tell, it never does. Just leaves you at one. Cute.
For balls.
8 balls.
Big fucking laser.
Pew, 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 pew.
Mana crustacean.
Definitely feel like you should have gotten hit by that. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Pikmin 2? Relative to like,
Pikmin 2 is my favorite Pikmin.
Yeah, I had fun with it.
It's very evil.
I mean, yeah, instead of like survival or anything, you're using the Pikmin for cold hard chaos.
Yep.
I guess, yeah.
And then the game drops bomb rocks on you. I don't know if August is quite at the point where it becomes extremely evil though.
I mean, I did get past the water wave. If that means anything.
That is one of the more evil parts, yeah. There's a level where it just drops bomb rocks on you every 2 seconds in the water wave cave.
Yeah, the
It's
dropping
very funny.
bomb rocks suck.
Oh, that did kill. You can in fact do that.
I had my headphones off for the entirety though. What'd you guys say?
We're talking about Bomb Rock from Pikmin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last thing I heard. The game dropped bomb on you. And it's kind of funny. I didn't remember it happening that frequently until the remake came out and people were posting a bunch of bomb rock clips. And I was like, I don't remember this happening this frequently.
It only happens frequently like some caves. Like,
Yeah.
there's the Water Wraith Cave, obviously. There's one for...
I don't even remember
Where
there
there's,
being
like,
any in the
10.
Water Wraith Cave.
There's a bunch of caustic dweeples in that cave, too.
The only one I remember is like one of the final caves.
Yeah, there's one particularly funny one.
I just remember.
My favorite-
I just remember the
One
one
of my
like
favorite
really
ceiling
long.
traps is, I think, shower room, where there's just a random wad poles that fall from the sky.
I horribly missed that. Only my corpse gave me anything other than money. I appreciate having my money back, but also I would like my corpse, you know. Pikmin 2 sure is a game. I mean, like, I'm glad a lot of the vibes of Pikmin 2 came back with 4, even if they're not quite the same.
Yeah.
But like,
4 is definitely a lot easier than 2.
4 is probably the easiest one, I think.
So what
I
do you
think it's
say?
easier. I think it's harder than 3.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't
So
fully finished 3, but that's because my controller
3 is
doesn't work.
considerably shorter, is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
So would you consider I picked a bad start then? For Pikmin 2? Would you say I picked a bad start then for Pikmin 2?
Pikmin 2, I think, is the
Uh,
hardest one, but I don't think it's a bad start. It's
It
the
is the
one I
hardest
started.
one, but it's not a bad start, yeah.
It's the one I started with. Like, it's the most different one, and I think it does the best job at establishing.
I think 3 is a pretty good start usually.
Yeah, three I hear is a good start. However, I don't really vibe with the game.
Like I could have started with Pikmin 1, but I know that game has growing pains.
I think
It is growing pains, but
I think
despite
Pikmin
that,
1
it
and
still
2
aged
both.
pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think both the first two have growing pains, but they both still solid
Yeah.
in their own right.
Yeah, because like Pikmin 1 has some interesting choices at times.
Yeah, I think the growing pains for Pikmin 1 are development things sometimes. Sometimes, like,
Yeah, it's a launch title for the GameCube.
yeah.
Yeah.
While Pikmin 2 is mainly like, why do you decide to do this?
Pikmin 2 is just someone on the dev team was a sadist.
Either that or it's just did Shigeru Miyamoto said, okay guys, you can do whatever you want.
And then Pikmin 3, the jump from Pikmin 2 to 3 in difficulty is very, very big.
Oh.
Pikmin 3 is considerably easier.
Yeah. I think Pikmin 3
Which
went...
isn't inherently a bad thing.
Yeah, it's...
Pikmin 3 has a lot
Pikmin
of really
3
good things about it.
Pikmin 3 went for a more narrative angle, which is fine, but it's not what I want in a Pikmin game.
Yeah, Pikmin 3 has a bit more narrative and spectacle.
Yeah. Like, Pikmin 3 looks beautiful. Like, for the Wii
It's a beautiful
U,
game. The bosses
Wii-
are all very...
I bought the
are
bosses
almost
of...
all very spectacle heavy.
Yeah, the bosses of Pikmin 3, I think, are some of my favorites. Like, gimmick-wise, to fight, whatever, I could not have, like, half of them. But, like, in terms of, like, how you fight them and their vibe, Pikmin 3 bosses are probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
There's a few Pikmin 4 bosses that are on that list, I think.
Yeah. I like the funny Frostmoth boss.
Yeah. Man at Lake will always be a
Pikmin 1
favorite.
really does not have that many bosses.
Pikmin 1, like, technically only has one, but like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and
it has the Snagrit, I guess, which counts as a boss.
like,
It has like the Snagrit, it has the little
the
the
thing with
bug
the
where, like,
Snagrit is like, I'm barely even sure they considered it a boss because they had to throw 2 at you in order for it to be considered a challenge.
they threw
And-
3 at you.
3,
And, like,
yeah.
does the final boss in Pikmin 1 have its own theme?
I don't remember.
In the Wii version and the HD, yes. I
Oh.
think in the original it did not.
Yeah, like, so I guess in the original, it was just a glorified enemy then. So, technically, Pikmin 1 on the GameCube did not have any bosses.
Yeah. Pikmin.
And to be fair, the
funny
final
thing about Pikmin
to be fair,
3
the
is
final
it's the only
boss
game.
it's the only game, yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin 3 is the only game.
Like, and the final boss of Pikmin 1 is like not even a required boss. You can go into the entire
Yeah,
game
that's
without.
what I was gonna go into. Pikmin 3 is the only one where the final boss is truly required.
Yeah.
Like, Pikmin, yeah, like Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 4's final boss are both post-game technically.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to bring up the Titan Evil.
Titan Dweevil is a very funny boss.
Yeah, like all the main bosses, like all the things you would consider bosses in, like the hardest bosses in Pikmin 1 are definitely like completely optional, like the Prague.
Yeah, Prague.
My boyfriend
You
didn't
literally
even.
have to get.
My boyfriend
through,
didn't
like,
even get to
area,
the.
but
Yeah,
on,
my
like,
boyfriend didn't get to the
15th day.
area in time to even see the egg.
You have Gulix, which I guess is a boss.
Depends what. Yeah,
Mamuda is definitely not a boss. He's a friend.
you can kill
You can kill him.
her. She
It
rock.
thing.
It's a rock.
It do be a rock.
I'm gonna assume I can't dodge over them. I'm just gonna stop trying.
But yeah, Titan Dweevil is a funny boss that
But like
has
once,
a very interesting cheese method.
yeah, like once you realize like
Once you realize the cheese method, it's a little easier.
it's still a bit of a
It's still
challenge.
very hard. It's still a pretty hard fight.
It's still a pretty hard fight until you manage to get there, but like until you manage to get past like a certain point, but
Very weird fight. The 3 and 4 final bosses are definitely the better of the final bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
2 and then 1.
I kinda wish Pikmin did a better job at establishing bosses, like the idea of a boss before they show up. Pikmin 3 did a good job of that, I think.
Yeah, that's like the main.
Yeah,
That's
but
the main reason I love Pikmin 3's bosses is
that
they have a lot of
they have
just
had,
the spectacle.
yeah, they have spectacle,
Like,
and
you
they
know it's
also
boss.
have like some setup before you even see them.
Yeah.
Like you see like the third boss like in the first
You
like
see-
10
You
like
also
10
see
minutes.
a big marina on the map. It's like, oh, that's a boss.
Yeah. Like you see the third boss of Pikmin 3 like 10 minutes into the game. I don't know, part of that's just neat. Maybe that's a personal thing, but I think that's neat.
Yeah. That's
Like-
one thing I definitely missed playing 4.
Yeah, as much as I enjoyed all the bosses in 4, I think there were very few were just like, I don't like this guy.
The only one I really dislike is some of the remakes from 2 and 1. Actually, no, Puffstool.
Yeah.
Puffstool and 1. Puffstool's a fucking massive downgrade.
Oh.
Can't they just provoke him into like a normal enemy?
Puffstool is a kind of like a mini boss in 1.
Yeah, but I mean like in 4, aren't there like 3 versions of him wandering around the map?
Yeah, there's 2 versions, but the main version, they got rid of its whole mechanic for some reason.
Yeah, like that was weird to me. When I saw him, I was like, oh, they're gonna do the thing. Then they
He's gonna do the
proceeded to
thing,
not.
and then he didn't.
Then he proceeded to not do anything.
He proceeded to be like a non-threat.
Hmm.
I really feel like I'm missing something. Because I'm not making any progress here. Maybe I just need to change up my method.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Try to avoid when Audi has a camera situation.
Anyway, like, I do want to do that like Pikmin speedrun stream at some point, either 2 or 4. I don't really care about 1 enough to speedrun it.
1 is an interesting speedrun. I think it's like 5 days.
1 is an interesting speedrun, however, I don't really care to learn that. Excuse me?
The little robot guy sniped you.
It chased me, it homed on me, that's not... That's not very gamer of him. I have to change my strat.
The other thing I'm sad about in 4 is that none of the 3 bosses really came back. Brought back so many 2 bosses. And they brought back 1 3 boss, but it functionally is just the 1 boss.
Maybe the Pikmin 3 bosses went extinct.
Well, it's like... I think it's mainly due to like a time on placement.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about it like after having cleared the game, it makes sense why it's mainly like 1 and 2 remakes.
Yeah, it would be a little harder
To justify...
to make a lot of 3s.
Yeah, to justify most of the 3 ones. Except for like the
Because
spiders.
some of the 3 bosses are like the size of this guy.
Yeah. Except for like... And like the other ones that aren't have like need like an entire thing. I thought I was holding a bomb, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's a few that I feel like would be very hard to work with in terms of Uchi.
Oh yeah, Ochi makes a lot of the fights a fucking joke.
And Ice Pikmin, because Ice Pikmin are designed.
Yeah, Ice Pikmin were probably one of the choices they made.
The Pikmin
Yeah, Ice
of all
Pikmin are
time.
easily my least favorite Pikmin type.
The Pikmin of all time.
Like they really said, like, let us make a Pikmin, and they did.
They sure. Pikmin 4 has the weakest Pikmin variety, even if I really like Glow Pikmin.
I wish
Glow Pikmin.
I wish Glow Pikmin were not a glorified Boltman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Because
said
Glow Pikmin are cool.
we should bring back Bob. We should bring back Borbman.
Yeah. But yeah, Glow Pikmin are cool. It's just kind of lame that
Like
you either
everything
they're
about the
basically just Boldman they can use for free.
which 3 boss came back.
Baldy Longlegs,
Yeah. What did I say?
which is weird.
Yeah, but like of all the 3 bosses, he makes the most sense of the one that's be able to come back.
Yeah, but it's weird because Baldy Longlegs is just a hairy Longlegs without the hair.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to have
Why
been.
didn't you bring back the hairy Longlegs as well?
Maybe they were like, I don't want to deal with hair physics. I don't know. They didn't bring it back
And
any
then
like
they-
the hairy Bulborb
And then Baldy Longlegs is functionally the same
as
as
Beady
Beady Longlegs in
Longlegs,
1 and 2.
which they did not bring back.
Yeah.
And that's not the button. That's not the button.
Mm.
Nope.
I feel like they could have probably brought back like one of the more like I feel like in a cave, because it was in a cave when he fought in 3. I feel like you could have brought back the bat.
Yeah. Baldi is from 3? Yeah. Baldi wasn't in 2. The only there were a bunch of spiders in 2, but Baldi wasn't one of them.
Mm.
Baldy is the replacement in a way for Beady, even though it doesn't make sense to just call Baldy, just called the Beady.
Yeah, there was really no reason for
They
it
didn't
to.
have a problem. They didn't have a problem redesigning creeping chrysanthemum to something extremely different.
Yeah,
and functionally.
that was an insane change, I think. Not a bad one per se, but like one I didn't expect to. Not a guy I expected them to change. Shout out to all the sleuths. I don't know why they decided we need to make like
Yeah,
10
that's
more.
why I feel like the only.
I don't know why
That's why I
they.
feel like the only boss they realistically could have brought back Adam would have been the bat. Because you could definitely get that off in a cave.
Biggest thing with doing
Because
boss
it's literally in a cave.
Yeah, but like the problem with the boss bat is like the entirety of the boss is like set up to be able to hit him and not the actual boss fight. They did essentially the same thing with the frost, the ice one in 4,
Yeah.
which I guess is like the closest they could have gotten to recreating it in a dungeon format. This guy do give off what's that fucking name? Guy in the mud. Maybe I need to be blocking.
Myreclops?
Yeah, this guy do give out my responsibility.
Like in the same game, Tunic. Yeah. Right.
No, there's Pikmin 2. Pikmin 3.
No, Myreclops from
Oh.
Pikmin 3.
Oh, what's still talking Pikmin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd rather not talk about Tunic if I can help it.
Yeah.
I disagree. The Markov probably could have come back potentially. I don't... Like, potentially, sure. But, like... I don't see Meyerclops being a dungeon boss. You literally just find him on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think it would have worked in a dungeon unless it was like the mud dungeon.
Like most of the bosses at least make sense that they're in a cave.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's what.
except for
the
like
boss
Breadbug.
bat
Except for
makes
like
sense for a
Breadbug, but I don't know.
Cave. That'd be weird.
Mm.
Like except for like Breadbug, but like we give Breadbug a pass because he's kind of cute.
I wonder if you were to eat bread bug, would it still taste like bread?
It would taste like bug, I think.
Louis says its taste is very.
What do you see looking at you cut out?
Louis says its taste is very bland.
Oh.
Bread.
So I imagine like stale bread.
Well, he does walk around for quite a while. Maybe sweaty bread. If you want to imagine what sweaty bread tastes like, I guess. But I guess sweaty bread would have like a taste to it. Maybe not.
I
Maybe
think
not.
it's basically just meant to taste like next to nothing.
Yeah. Why, game? Why do you commit to actions? Why do you sometimes just drop actions and commit to the other ones?
Funny.
Oh, my magic. Thank you.
I don't know pauses in 3 would even like theoretically work. Because I don't think the B would work.
The B I could not see coming back in anything. It's like winged Pikmin were like practically non-existent in 4.
They were not designed in 4.
Like I used winged Pikmin for all of like half a day.
Dude, that reminds me, like, I know, like, Purple and White Pikmin don't return in the, like, the main game for Pikmin 3, so, do Rock Pikmin return in Pikmin 4 then? Or no?
Yeah.
Rock and Wings are in the main game, they're just not major.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's very little that's made for them, and if there is something made for them, they just give you them.
Yeah.
The Plasm Wraith could work. Yeah, but like Plasm Wraith is very like I would only
I
care
don't
about
think
the
the Plasma Wraith should come back unless Olimar's there.
Plasm Wraith is a character that I believe requires all that setup. Like Water Wraith only worked because it had that entire dungeon as setup. If you like drop the Water Wraith at the very end of the dungeon with no context, that would not be as good a boss or as memorable
Yeah.
as dropping him at the very end of a dungeon where he
Like,
chases
the
you
only
the
thing I
entire
could
time.
realistically see Plasma Wraith returning in would be like a nighttime mode.
Like they did for the Frog.
Yeah. So even the Prog is like in a dungeon,
Right, he wasn't a dungeon.
which I think fits the Prog fine.
Sand Belching Mirror Slug? I don't know. Maybe, but Sand Belching Mirror Slug isn't all that memorable boss, I don't think. Not
The
very
boss
fun.
kinda...
Not very fun to fight.
It's not a very fun fight, it's not a very hard fight.
It's not a very hard fight either. It's just
Like, they literally send boulders at you and they don't kill your Pikmin. Unless they change the thing to make it harder, I think it wouldn't work that well.
yeah, like everybody's like the entire point of the Sand Belching Mirror Slug fight is about bomb rocks, I think. And like only your captain can use them now in 4. So unless you have the bomb rock item, you're not gonna really have a fun time with that.
Yeah.
Only the captain being able to use bomb rocks is, I think, a disappointing thing. Like, make it like Pikmin specific again, at the very least. You know? Like at least make it just one guy can do it. Like in Pikmin 1, where only Yellow could.
Give like some functionality to like a weaker Pikmin type. Or just yellows again.
Like what if only Wing Pikmin could do it and you could drop an air nuke, you know?
Airstrike.
Like, just make them into the airstrike guys, you know? Give Wing Pikmin anything to do. Plasma Wraith would have had would have to
Wing
be a final
Pikmin in
boss.
4 got done better than White Pikmin in 3.
Yeah.
Because White Pikmin and Purple Pikmin are in 3. They're just shells.
into the side mode.
They're in the side mode and they suck in the side mode.
Was that calling?
Yeah, that's my neighbor somewhere. I don't know, my mic shouldn't pick up anything behind it, so I don't know why it can pick up trains and cars,
Huh.
but not the TV directly behind it. Blasting Tunic music. You know. These like hitboxes are weird. I don't like this fight.
Hmm.
Funny man at legs crustacean.
Yeah, like I feel like I get what they're going for. I get their vibe. However, half the stuff in this battlefield doesn't work.
I think the other bosses in this game are just generally better from what I remember. Like, I think the first boss is pretty good.
The first boss is pretty good. I just sucked at the game. That was entirely a skill issue on my part. Half of the deaths I've had here have not felt like my fault.
I'm thinking of other bosses from Pikmin that haven't come back. That aren't from Hey Pikmin.
I want to play Hey Pikmin because, like, I've heard it's not a bad game. It's not a good Pikmin game.
Yeah.
Like, if you played it as like a puzzle platformer, it's like a solid game. If you played it as a Pikmin game, you're not gonna find it as enjoyable.
It's like a Pikmin spin-off.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And 2, they have the Raging Long Legs, which is
They were gonna say the raging voice.
a boss. No, that's the Ranging Oyster. Very distinct difference.
I think that would have been a good boss before. Having
Yeah.
you pilot OG separately. Because, like, you're not forced to do that very often, I don't think.
Not really. In fact, some of the bosses in 4 kind of evolve to charge with OG and have Ice Pikmin and the boss is dead.
Yeah. Like, I think the raging voice would have been a good fit for 4. Like, returning to a 2-captain system.
Also could have been kind of interesting to have some sort of boss where you couldn't go somewhere as OG, but you could as your captain.
Yeah.
And you had to go somewhere as OG and somewhere as your captain and fight basically simultaneously or alternatively.
Alright, see ya, Adam.
See ya, Adam.
See ya.
Anyway, I'm not having fun with this fight.
Oh.
Like, I was
Ever
at least,
think about the
I was at
Raging
least
Long
having
Legs?
fun with the first guy. This guy is not enjoyable.
You ever think about how the Raging Long Legs is just an easier fight
Yeah,
than the normal long legs?
I get what we're going for. You know, bigger feet. It's gonna be harder to hit him. It's gonna be harder to swarm him if the guys fall off. But like, he's too
But
big.
then you can just hit it with purple Pikmin freely.
Yeah, it's
The ball hangs lower.
yeah, like making it not that you don't need yellows to fight him makes the fight so much easier. Just get enough people to stun him so he stops stomping around and then you fucking get him for the rest of the
You know
fight.
what's I'm glad didn't come back? The fucking pileated Snagret.
Is that the guy with the
I
feet?
hate that fight. Yeah, it's the guy with the feet.
I remember that fight being that bad, but
It's a very slow fight.
there was also like spells, so I don't know. I remember a lot of things.
And then we also have the Lobster that didn't come back,
Foster didn't come back.
which I'm kind of surprised by.
Yeah, he felt like a good guy to come back. He was like a dungeon boss, you know? He wasn't tied to anything specific. You would just get him. Like, I'm definitely missing something important about this fight, right? Or is this boss just not that good? I can't tell. Like, it definitely hit him with these guys, right? Get these to blow up on his butt. I don't even know if that does damage to him. Like, I feel like I'm missing something crucial to this fight. Because I don't do enough damage to handle him.
Yeah, like since this is my introduction to the game, I'm not sure how to help you.
Yeah, let's mainly target at Lucan though, so. Like, this guy doesn't feel like the first guy who was, like, testing my skills and all those sword guys I had fought right before him. It just feels like an entirely different beast. With no correlation to what's been happening so far.
I will say that laser attack looks very annoying.
A big fucking attack.
Fuck up. Cute, cute. Am I just supposed to get these bombs to blow up in his face? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it does damage, right? Or is it just finicky? I'm not sure. Is this entire fucking entire fucking battlefield that it doesn't feel like anything lines up with what its actual hitbox is.
Well, I can see. I looked up the fight, and the first thing I saw was a Reddit post talking about how they hate this fight. And most of the comments are saying just to stay up in its business. Which I guess the main strategy is just to stay close to it and then
Alright.
run away when necessary. Since
Alright,
most of
then,
its attacks are long range and not short ranged.
That's not this guy. That's the frog's domain.
I don't know if I don't know if there are any manual pages on the bosses.
It wasn't our first guy, I think.
If there was, we probably missed it.
No, the first, yeah. Is the guy? Voice affiliation vault. Yeah, it's this guy. There's like 3 pages that I'm missing here. There was at least one for this, the first boss. That's had like recommended stats page. I unequipped my sword. Let me fix that. There we go. I don't like that the default is override not swap.
Yep.
Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Cool. Why don't you break after 2?
He's a bigger boy, I guess.
I don't like this. You ready for another 2-hour boss fight, boys?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
The stream is just gonna be this one boss.
Yeah. This is gonna be the best stream ever.
This is gonna
One
be the
boss.
best stream. And it's just gonna be us talking about Pikmin. It's actually changing
Yeah.
subject. I'm kinda gonna talk about Pikmin. I can talk about Pikmin for a while, but also, I feel like Pikmin talking about it. We need something stupid, like Lunchables and their lead consistency. Consistency? That's
Yeah,
not
like-
the word. That's not the word I'm looking for.
You can. Yeah, like you said, how that dates the other stream. Like, have they confirmed about the lead,
Have they?
Lucan?
Hmm?
Have they confirmed the lead in non-supports?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, shit. I guess a bunch of children are gonna die.
What about that one guy?
It's a non-lethal dose of lead,
It's
because
funny.
you can have some lead in you.
Huh.
It's just 70% of the maximum intake you have in food.
Oh. I wonder how.
In California.
I wonder, like,
So just don't eat it in California. Easy.
I wonder, like, how does that work? Like, how are they able to put lead in Lunchables?
There is no federal limit on the amount of lead you could put in food.
No, like, but how are they able to put that in at all? Like, not as regulations. Because, like, with the pizzas and stuff like that.
It was a specific
Well,
type
it's
of
only
Lunchable,
like-
wasn't it?
No, I think it. No, it was both pizza and like the crackers and stuff.
Oh, but they're both? Okay.
It's
Hi,
like,
Pawn.
not even. It's like not even a microgram. I think it's like a 15 micrograms max.
Hi, Pawn. Are you enjoying Lucan talking about the federal?
I could look up more about the federal limits in
I don't know.
California.
I don't know, man. Like, considering non-sports, I think I only had them, like, 2 times in my life. Like, as a kid, I got the appeal. I just wasn't really interested in non-sports. Like, for school lunches, I always brought in, like, 2 cooked spicy chicken sandwiches from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like. Wish it was easier to hit his balls, but he keeps them tucked away.
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah, like as a kid, I got the appeal, but I was like, nah, Tyson got me covered.
Why do you jump so
Why
much? Why are you so
do
fucking mobile?
Companies put lead in food.
Why or how?
Why?
Funny.
What in the environment can be taken away points and just fails? And it's fine. What is more common in certain foods and foods grown in geographical areas with higher levels of environmental lead contamination? So it's not always. So I guess it's not always like a on purpose thing.
Yeah, I assumed it was just like how they got their ingredients just have to have some amount of lead in them.
So with this
Lead is also used to soften plastic and make it more flexible, so it can go back to its original shape. So some like plastic toys have it too.
like with this information, what's going to happen to Lunchables now?
You're probably gonna.
They're probably gonna. They'll probably just be fine. It's just they're probably gonna change the recipe,
Probably
or
gonna.
at least the place to get ingredients from.
Probably
Yeah,
gonna
like,
have. Probably gonna have a stock decrease and then be like, and then be fine.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, this is definitely being bad PR for them. Because
There's
like
apparently a decent bit of lead.
But it's
There
not.
is 0.2. There's 0.2 to 8.6 micrograms per liter in coffee sometimes.
yeah, like here's the thing. Like you know what also has lead? Bullets. Bullets. We're feeding children firearm ammunition.
Well, I'm just remembering from last stream when you were just like, what the fuck is this? Microgram?
Yeah, it's like ugh. It's like some kind of Greek alphabetical letter that looks like a U. Or actually, it looks more like an upside down. It looks like an upside down and reversed A.
It might just be Mew. Might be a lowercase Mew.
It's like a lowercase U, but it's longer and it's on the other side. The little bit on the end is longer. It goes to the other side.
Yeah, it's probably Mew then. I nuked myself. This is why we should legalize nuclear warfare. How are you, Pawn? How you doing?
We're
If you're
enjoying
still-
box of lead.
I don't know if the sled talk is helping, but it's certain. I
All
feel like I'm doing
eggs
better.
showed evidence of lead exposure.
What has
It's like-
evidence?
Actually, nothing. But there's the lead exposure, but it's like nothing.
I love exposing lead.
What food has the most lead?
Me?
Me?
I have the most lead.
Thank you, Minnesota Department of Health, for finding common sources of lead.
We love the Minnesota Department of Health. Shout out to my boy, Minnesota Department of Health.
My favorite foods: soil.
Well, we have that on show next week.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's gonna cook up his favorite soil.
Stop running away whenever I hit you
Food
with
are
balls.
more likely to contain lead. It is not illegal to add lead to food that will be sold, but lead has been found in some foods and spices.
It's not illegal or legal?
It is not legal to add, but it can be found in some foods and spices.
It's not illegal to add it, but it can't just be there.
Yeah. There's no technical federal limit to the amount of lead that can be found in it. It's not inherently being like put in.
Hmm.
So there's probably some amount of like coriander, turmeric, and stuff in like Lunchables.
I feel like I should have more health.
Either that, or one of the other common foods that has it is dried insects. If there's dried,
Bro,
I feel like people would probably be more of an outrage if they had dried insects were in their Lunchables.
yeah.
What about moist insects? Do they have any lead in them?
No, you wash the lead away.
Hmm.
Okay, just gotta have my insects be moist and they'll be lead free. Why can't I hit you with anything? Why would you just not allow it to be cut? Why are you crit? Did it consider not doing that too? Consider not being crit. Consider letting me hit you in the ball. Appreciate if you did. Let's start breathing into
Pika's
behind.
behavior. Pika is when an adult, or Pika, P-I-C-A.
I have
Psycho
no idea.
behavior is when an adult or child chews or ingests non-food items such as soil, clay, or pieces of housing material such as paint chips, drywall, or baseboards.
Oh.
I love
Ash
eating
commits
drywall.
Pika behavior.
I love eating drywall.
If Pika behavior is identified, it should be managed to prevent exposure to substances containing lead, such as drywall.
Hmm.
Thank you, Minnesotan Department of Health.
Everybody thanks the Minnesota Department of Health for their contribution to this stream.
Thank you, Minnesota Department of Health.
This stream is not sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Health.
That'd be
mind.
really fun if you got sponsored by the Department of Health in the state you don't live.
Or just any Department of Health.
Yeah, that's especially funny if it's a state you don't even live in. Look, this article from soyummy.com. Some foods we eat that could contain lead. It is never safe to consume lead.
Counterpoint, I'm gonna do it right now. You fool, you left your balls open.
You fool. Don't you know that some baby food has lead in it?
Oh. I hate this stuff. Why did you stop early?
He hit cancel. Also, he's very low health. I think that's actually.
He is moving a lot faster, I think.
Anyway, honey. Much of the time. Equipment containing lead is used in order to extract honey.
No, no, no. Dude. Don't fucking do it. I'm gonna commit a crime.
Make
Why-
sure to use honey on everything.
Why is that
It makes
legal?
everything taste better. Honey is also filled with different health benefits.
Anyway, let me check.
Thank you, Max Rosenberg from SoYummy.com.
Let me check how my storage is doing. Currently, it's taken up about 50 gigabytes, so I think this one is. That did not solve the issue. Whatever. So I'll have to figure out what the issue is. It did,
Yeah.
however. It is, however, seeming like it's not gonna be 200. 200. So we're good on that one, I guess. It might be closer to 100. Maybe with multiple issues. I wasn't recording when I talked about this. Maybe we should say it again. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Funnier if I just don't say anything. No. Stuck in the falls, let's go. Yeah. Get away from it.
I do Lunchables have wood.
For the comedy?
All craft pine products, including Lunchables, tested well below the acceptable limits. According to the company, the metals they focus on are naturally occurring, thus low levels may be present in any food product. We do not add these elements to our products.
Damn, imagine not
I
adding
think
like
it'd be
these
very funny
products.
if craft pines just said that yeah, we do add lead to our Lunchables.
It was an intentional act. To make your
We
lunch
did it
more.
on purpose.
It was to make your lunch more able. Can't tell if that is actually hurting
In
me.
order to make your lunch able, we must add lead.
If it doesn't have lead, we're not selling.
Okay, he canceled it for some reason. No,
We didn't cancel that one though.
didn't cancel that one. Or maybe he just spawned died. I can't really tell. All his sounds sound the same. I'm gonna commit.
Deb's gonna commit to beating this boss.
I'm probably not in this room.
At this rate, yeah.
At this stream,
We
probably
have not done anything but fight this boss in this stream.
No, we walked to this boss.
True.
We walked through 2 rooms. We saw the skull emoji. I think it's funny how I ragdoll after I blow up, but I would rather not possibly be blowing up.
Yeah, blowing up is not a preferable circumstance.
Blowing up is not
Yeah.
preferable, but at least I ragdoll funny like.
It is very fun. When you blow up. My mango used to blow up.
I do like that you cut off. The main goal is to blow.
My mango used to blow.
Please just destroy the other drones. I just want some free magic. Oh, okay. no idea where the fuck I am half the time. It'd be preferable if I was behind him whenever I froze him, but half the time I can't really like make that close.
He's too busy scuttling.
Yeah, why the fuck is he so hard to move through? Like, see if there's enough space there for my fat head. My head is not so big that I can't fit between his legs.
Funny guy from Tunic has the head of a Minecraft baby.
No, his name is not Funny Guy from Tunic, his name is Lucan. We've established.
Yeah. It's established lore from the franchise of Tunic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The franchise of one game. Do you think if they make a second game, they're going to call it Tunic?
No, they're gonna call it Lucan. Lucan 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny to me. Just calling it the second game, like the name of the protagonist.
The first game was not actually even called that.
Huh.
Like if Hades 2 was not called Hades 2 and just the name of the protagonist and then 2.
Yeah, it's just sad, Grievous.
No, I don't even know who the protagonist of 2 is. Some other character. Dude,
Like his sister or something.
I don't remember who it is.
That was a very close attempt, by the way.
I'm gonna cry. Okay. One more. We gotta talk about Tunic 2. Lucan 2. So if they make a Lucan 2.
Featuring Zagreus from the hit game Hades.
The game Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. New funky mode.
New cranky mode where you play Spanky Kong.
You have like the cane you bounce on enemies with.
Yeah.
Have you ever... Do you ever play as Cranky? I forget.
I think he's one of the playable characters in 3. Because it's Cranky, it's Cranky, Diddy, Dixie, and Donkey.
Oh,
The main character.
the Donkey Kong's like the worst character in every Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, better off playing as Chunky Kong.
He's dead.
True.
Is the stream back up?
Oh, I see you coming online.
Okay. The stream is back up then. Yes? Are we good, gamers?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Ryan Puffs followed me.
Yeah.
Insane. Anyway, that was like 10 minutes where nothing happened, so it's fine. We just talked about, like, nothing, actually.
We
Yeah,
talked about Twitter.
We talked
Yeah,
about
but
Twitter, which I think is fine to get cut out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very funny that, of all things to get cut out, is that
That's gonna be how to fit together later, or whatever. I guess the thing is also... Yeah, I also have it set to auto-record whenever I start a stream. Or whatever, I'll have this footage as well, I guess. Maybe it'll also be 50 gigabytes. Hell I fucking know. And so, today's not going well, is it?
not really.
Whatever, I'm just gonna hit this guy's balls and hope it works.
Goddamn crab.
Where? Destroy this man, both.
Wow, that was unexpected.
Get ragdolled across the map.
This is it. This is the
This is the run.
This is the run. You're like, all of your potions are gone already.
Yeah. You know
You've
what?
gotten close. I don't think we're beating it this stream since we're probably ending off soonish.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can't
Yeah,
like.
and
Probably.
yeah, this entire stream has been dedicated to this one boss fight.
It's kind of a shitty boss. 0 out of 10 in my books.
It's he's shaped both like a crab and that one, and also that one character from Xenoblade 1. I forget the name of that guy.
The guy with who talks about eating all the time.
No, the guy who's like on the Mechonis and he has like a giant robot body that's like a crab.
Can't remember. I haven't played the Xenoblade one in a while.
When I first played it like 2 years ago now, I said he looked a lot like Water Noose from Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah.
I think
Monsters Incorporated. Is that right? No, it's just Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
I don't know why I said Incorporated.
Monsters Inc. if it was made by a more professional company. Like who the fuck is Disney? Who the fuck is Disney?
Disney
I
more
only
like
watch
Disney.
movies by Illumination. I watched Minions 2 yesterday.
The
How was
second
it?
one?
It was actually pretty fun.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the Rise of Gru.
Yeah, Minions 2 Rise of Gru is pretty fun. Minions unironically clear Goku.
Like, it's canon that like they follow the most evil person on Earth, right?
Yeah, and then they went into a cave conveniently in the 1700s or like the mid 60s.
Yeah, but here's the thing, that still has the implications that they helped the most evil people previously.
Yeah,
Because-
that the last evil person they worked for was Napoleon.
Yeah.
Before
And
coming
now-
back and they worked for Scarlet Overkill and then Gru.
And also, this also means that if they were following Gru, this means he has done worse things than 9/11 and all the opposite that happened.
I think they're just loyal to Gru, to be fair. They're the only one they haven't killed. Because the first Minions movie has a lot of characters fucking die.
Yeah. Like I think the reason like half the guys they stop following half their guys is because they keep accidentally killing them.
There's like the best part of the movie is honestly just the opening, where you just get to see the minions just kill and just slaughter a couple hundred different fucking people.
Mm.
Like there's a dinosaur, they kill the dinosaurs. And then they kill a caveman. And then they kill Dracula on his birthday.
Oh, this is also implied that in the Despicable Me universe, the minions killed Genghis Khan.
Assumedly, yes. And then there's a part where they go from, I think, Australia to India, and it's just like a bridge. What else?
Like I could like
My
I think
favorite death in that movie is when they go to the villain convention, and there's just like this guy who cloned himself, and one of his clones accidentally bumps the machine and it crushes him. He's like, oh shit, we killed the original clone, and then they all just die.
Oh.
I think like the Illuminations like team that works on the minions to me has like the same energy as like Ubisoft's team that works on the Rabbids, which you could tell they have fun in what they're working on, even if like a bunch of people don't like them.
I mean, Illumination is a lot more passionate about caring about their team than anything.
Yeah, like, you can say what you want about the quality of the movies, but they have to give a shit about the workers.
They also hate AI, which is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
anyway. Minions 2 is pretty fun. Minions being virtually, not even virtually, quite literally indestructible beings is very funny.
Yeah.
Which is why my Letterboxd review is Minions unironically queer Goku in power scaling.
Let's make this back into a power scaling screen. We never did clear whether Louis or Vine Sauce is like stronger. Like who would win in a
So
duel?
go onto Twitter at Vinny Vine Sauce. Are
That-
you think you could beat Bluey from Bluey in a fight?
Ask the chat. Ask the server. Put up a poll.
Which one? Your server or Chris?
Either one. Put up a poll.
I don't have to be able to do that. That's not a mobile yet.
That is on mobile.
I'm on my computer now, though.
It's the same way you had images. It's on mobile.
Okay, but
Do that or just not.
yeah, I'm not sure how.
I'm gonna
I
start
don't know if you
typing
need
in the
permission.
general chat.
Anyway, just ask the question. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a poll.
Do
But, like,
you think? Who
I
do you
think-
think would win in a would win in a fight? Bluey,
Bluey parentheses
Or-
Bluey or
maybe Bluey in parentheses from Bluey.
or Vine Sauce in parentheses from Vine Sauce.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with any other Vine Sauce.
Wait. Who do you think would win, Goku or Minions? Goku, or every minion.
Take Goku
So
from
I think
Goku.
yeah, Goku from Goku. I think Goku doesn't stand a chance against the minions, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, like due to like a Toon Force.
I mean, that's the same argument people are making about Luffy, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's the power of, it's like Mario and Luigi versus any character.
Yeah.
Like, Mario and Luigi can just jump. What are
Mario
you
and
gonna do
Luigi
about that?
Mario and Luigi can just press A and B. Have you considered?
Or also even X and Y if they need to.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, X.
I feel like the worst part of fucking Partners in Time is having to also press X and Y. It feels weird.
Yeah, it probably feels incredibly out of place, but like, I assume Paper Jam also did X and Y, but I don't know. I didn't play Paper Jam.
I also have not played Paper Jam.
Is Paper Jam good?
I think it's the weakest one from what I've heard,
Oh.
but it's still good.
Oh.
Like, I haven't heard much about
At
Paper
least that's what
Jam.
I've heard from Perry.
I trust Perry.
Perry's a bit bigger expert on that series than I am.
Yeah, I haven't played Paper Jam either.
I haven't played a lot of Mario
I
Luigi.
am a Dream Team defender though.
I
Dream
do
Team's
want to.
awesome.
I do want to play Dream Team at some point. Do people not like
It's a
Dream
good
Team?
game, it's just much longer.
Oh, is it longer? How?
It feels longer at least. Its pacing is a little off. Which I don't even think is that bad of a thing. Because I feel like the pacing in like Bowser's Inside Story is not perfect.
Is there like pacing problems in the sense of like they're trying to shove the gimmick in there, or the pacing problems are?
It's just there's just some parts that are kind of slow.
In your face. Why are you so far? Stop running from me. No!
Oh,
No,
no.
no! Fuck.
It was like barely anything left.
We could probably beat him this year. Has anyone answered the
We
question
probably-
yet?
Huh?
Has anyone answered your question yet?
Well, let me check.
Ember-
To be honest, I don't think Goku can outdamage these.
Yeah, that's what Ember said.
I like that Ember is always the first one to respond to any of our stupid stream questions. I appreciate the luxury check the stream server, even if they have no fucking context as to what we're posting in general chat.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
always
they-
ask what we're posting about, as if we're
Yeah.
gonna answer their question.
Maybe the lack of context makes it funnier for him.
Probably does.
I think luxury
Even-
check is specifically knowing that we're streaming. I don't think that should have been whatever. Between
Anyways, Mario and Luigi definitely beat Sephiroth 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1.
Mario and Luigi beat me.
Yes.
Damn.
Darn.
Darn. Okay, but consider the following. Consider the following. A.
Aim
Press A to block.
through.
What do you mean you can just step on me? That hasn't been a thing so far.
I think it actually has been a thing.
Hmm.
I don't think I've gotten damaged by him stepping on me so far. What do you mean? I'm gonna stand in a pitch square. This will be the run.
This will be the piss square run.
Oh,
Well. You use quick travel.
I pitched too hard.
I don't even think this is supposed to. I don't even remember this is something you've like read about yet. You just used it.
I was doing a bit. I
Where are
pitched.
you going?
He's walking. Where the fuck am I?
Where are you?
This room is just a locked room.
You went into prison. Luckily, there's always an exit.
If you pray hard enough, you can leave any prison. Where are any of these? There's no indicator into what any of these lead to. And it's
It's basically just the location
Yeah.
on the map that you are.
yeah. It's also apparent that like is there a map one? They're like one of the early
There
ones.
is a map one, it's just not wherever you are.
Also, that none of these aren't necessarily tied to where I've been. I have no idea where the fuck that top one sent me. What was that?
Yeah, it's where you've unlocked.
Hmm.
Some of these are just unlocked, and some of these are just places you've been. Oh, hi there.
I remember this place. There's a shop here, I think.
You can go buy things.
Yeah, go buy shit.
You can go to the windmill.
The windmill. Have we named the
What's your
shop yet?
opinion on the Minion movie? The first one?
The first one?
Honestly,
It was enjoyable, yeah.
I never seen the first Minions movie. I've
It
only
came.
seen
It's
that.
fine.
I've only seen that Despicable Me 1 and 2 and Minions: The Rise of Gru.
It came, Gerard.
It's the first one, honestly, not that bad of a movie.
Yeah, like I heard people say it's not as bad as people say. It's just the marketing was a nightmare.
I forgot, is this Shield?
Marketing's a nightmare. Funny minions taking over.
I forgot, are these shields? What are these berries for again?
I don't remember.
I won't worry about it now.
Also, yesterday when I was looking up Letterboxd, I found a movie or a 4-minute short called Minions from 1965. And there are multiple reviews on there, and almost every review is people accidentally thinking that that was the actual like Minions movie, like the 2015 one, made by some guy named John Hines. It's an animated science fiction film. It doesn't say anything else, and it just says the blue balls represent blue balls.
Oh,
I mean, at least
That's
they're
all it
honest.
says.
They're honest, I guess.
It is an animated science fiction film. The blue balls represent blue balls.
I mean, you gotta clear up confusion, I guess. I love the fox just looking at him like, oh hello. Before fucking disappearing.
Yeah, he just looks at him as he walks by.
That this should be like right in front of where I was.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you have actually been here.
Oh, this where mom is.
Because yeah, this guy.
You was mucin. Behind the door. Okay. It's time to go back to the boss now that I have 5 heals.
Now you have 5 of them.
Now I have 5 of them, which means I can really gamer on them.
Now you can heal 5 times.
Now I can enter my gamer
And run in the
era.
other direction.
I was checking something. Anyway. Had to take a nap. Anyway. Is Ember the only one who's power scout so far?
Let me see. Pretty sure. Yeah.
That's not very fun.
It's a good start.
Very good start. Is he allowed to do that?
Hey, that's not very nice.
You know what? Fuck you. Walk into your cover.
I feel like that's something Mana Lake would do.
If Mana Lake had destructible terrain, I feel like he would just fucking get you.
I mean, that is what happened in Pikmin 4, basically.
Hmm.
I don't even remember the Pikmin 4 fight.
And there's a part in Pikmin 4 where it has like, you have like the walls
Like I remember
that you can break.
it being surrounded by water. By the way.
I think you fight him 3 times. 3 or 4 times in Pikmin 4, actually.
Do you? I remember only fighting him once.
You fight him in the cave base forum. You fight him in Olimar mode.
You do fight him in all mode. Yeah.
There's I think there's a second or third cave with him. Because I'm pretty sure he's in
If there is,
the
it's
boss
just,
rush cave.
if there is, it's final. Right?
I'm pretty sure it's 3, but there might be a 4th one.
I can stagger him. Good.
Big boy laser.
Now what a button. Now I got my money back. Guaranteed.
You want to fight that I wish you would fight less in Pikmin?
Nagrit?
I mean, yes, but also I prefer that over fighting the Empress like 3 times in both Pikmin 2 and 4.
Okay, but at least she learns how to shit 1 point.
Yeah, she does know how to shit babies. Even though the babies are the worst part of that fight in 2.
At least in 4 it was treated more like a puzzle than a...
Than the baby hallway.
Yeah.
August, have you played the baby hallway part of Pikmin 2 yet?
I can't remember if I fought the baby boardwalks or not. Like, my memory is a bit foggy on that part.
Okay. It's one of the caves in the ice area.
Well, right, it is back in the first one here.
Yeah, you fight baby, well, you fight Empress Bulblax in the second area as like the first major boss fight of the game. Besides, like, I guess Snagrit.
I mean, you fight Snagrit after. You fight Snagrit after. Snagrit's the white Pikmin
Okay,
kid.
then it is Empress Bulblax and then Snagrit. And then Empress Bulblax comes back in Frontier Cavern, which is an area you unlock in like the
Which is an area you
very far back section of the ice area.
I think it's the very last.
Yeah, it's like the very last one. And then
You can't just do it 2 times in a row, man. That's like...
And then it comes back again in the boss rush dungeon.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, right, it did.
that's also true for it in Pikmin 3. Pikmin 4, I mean. But in Pikmin 4, they heavily nerfed the babies.
You know,
Because the babies in Pikmin 2 are like genuinely some of the hardest enemies to fight in that game.
yeah,
For
but
no
still,
reason.
Yeah,
but
but-
still, it's hilarious that in Pikmin and Nintendo game you can kill newborn babies.
Fuck, dude!
What? Look at its health bar, it had 1 hit.
Oh,
I'm upset, dude.
oh,
Anyway, so...
Anyway, the babies in Pikmin 2.
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
funny.
Babies in
Like,
Pikmin 2, I'm pretty sure are not coded correctly.
Hey, check out
Oh.
this. Check out this skull emoji. Okay.
hmm.
Yeah, the babies in Pikmin 2 are definitely not coded correctly, like distinctly. Because the second they even like touch a Pikmin that doesn't instantly crush them, they eat them, and they're dead instantly.
Yeah, they have like no chew time.
They just, the second
Yeah, but I
their
think
Pikmin touches them, they're dead.
the main reason they got nerfed in 4 is they die to just AoE purple landing damage.
Yeah, and also that the kill time is no longer less than a frame. You can actually react to it,
Huh.
which is pretty important for a basic enemy.
I disagree.
Yeah, I also kind of disagree with that.
Yeah, like that's half my deaths. I agree they're my fault. My other half of my deaths are that or a bomb, that really I was not in the radius of.
Yeah, the laser's generally the most consistent.
Yeah, the laser, like I agree, most of those are my fault. The the Gatling gun is like what it considers a wall is very much just whatever it wants.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah, sometimes you're better off just continuing to run.
Hmm.
that's not my fault. Ooh, I actually rolled out of it. Fucking go.
The leg. The leg.
I hate that it's like this.
Grab.
Why do you have legs? Can't you just be a... Can't you just stand still? Can't you be a stationary enemy? That would make this whole
It'd
fight...
just be the Empress Bullblacks.
I think every boss should be the Empress Bullblack, actually. Just like, no matter what your game is, just make the Empress Bullblack boss.
Yeah, it's just a big fucking thing that's constantly birthing. It occasionally rolls and crushes the babies.
You don't even need to have Pikmin, just like, whatever your combat system is, just doesn't even have to be
Just give it a gun.
like Empress, Bullblack, and Tunic, you know?
Actually, you can probably make that work.
Hey, Tunic modders, if you're hearing this, Empress Bullblacks. That's my fault.
Just those. I don't even know if there's actual like boss mods in this game, but that'd be really funny if there wasn't, and that was the first boss that was ever made for this game. Don't make it in the art style of Tunic. Make it just Empress Bullblacks.
Just import the model of Empress Bullblack.
Specifically the Pikmin 2 model. It's like extra crusty. It's the GameCube model.
Hmm.
That's another funny fight in the series of Pikmin.
I think there's a lot of them. Like, Water Wraith is funny, I think. For like multiple reasons. Like, his iconicity aside, like, him being like so memorable aside, like, he's just a silly guy, you know?
He's memory for how silly he is, to some extent.
Yeah, but I feel like the reason people...
Not only is he silly, goofy, and scary, but he's also silly, goofy, and awesome.
It would be so awesome.
Beat.
Beat. Beat.
Bees. Bees.
Okay.
I wonder what the most fun boss fight is in Pikmin. And I mean, the answer is probably just Snagrid.
What? Boss fight?
The most common boss fight, and the answer is probably just Snagrid.
It's probably Snagrid. You fight him in like 3 caves and like twice in Overworld.
You fight in Pikmin 1. There's like 3 in the same spot,
Just doing the same spot, yeah.
and then Pikmin 2. There's multiple cases where there's just Snagrids on standard floors.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think it's a mid boss for the one with the feet.
Yeah, or the Snagrid hole.
Oh right, that's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like a euphemism.
I'd rather not think about it, Snagrid hole.
I mean, most things in Pikmin sound like a euphemism. One of the areas in
my
Pikmin 2 is
boyfriend
what is called Awakening Wood.
Like my boyfriend refuses to believe like half of the enemy names in Pikmin are like real. Like whenever
One of the enemies in 4 is literally called the Moldy Slooch.
yeah, I think the Molten Sleuth is what prompted him to say like these are not real names. Then I listed off like other goofy guys, like the Sand Belching Mirror Slug. He was like, that's not real.
Sand Belching Mirror Slug's great. What's another
Behemoth
one?
Boss
Puffy
Bat.
Blowhog.
Puffy Blowhog's great. That's my fault.
Or even the brother of the Moldy Slooch, the Pyroclastics Slooch.
Is it really the brother if it's like the predecessor?
I don't know, they're from the same family.
They're from the same family, but like only the Pyroclasmic Sleuth existed in 3.
True. But that's probably because the moldy one is only in caves.
Is it all in caves? I thought it was just on the floor. Like the
Oh
final
wait,
area.
no, it is on land in the final area.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's, to be fair, I don't think they really wanted the mold aesthetic in Pikmin 3.
Yeah.
Actually, they kinda did. They had a lot of like molding, like mushrooms.
I will say the one minor thing I have with Pikmin 4 is that enemies do not respawn ever.
Yeah, I think that's a fucking great design choice. Like, I came back
It
to
really makes the areas feel less threatening.
I came back to get the blue onion in the first area a few days later, and like the place was fucking barren.
Just nothing.
Yeah, like there's nothing to do. If you miss one small thing, there's nothing to do in an area.
I can imagine that it makes the areas pretty ominous and lonely, maybe.
Yeah, I think when I mentioned it,
Or
I think when I mentioned it
does-
on me was
it
like
does
the,
help. It's like a plus and a minus. It's a bigger minus for me, but it does definitely feel like you just killed an entire fucking ecosystem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I posted about it the first time, Ami just
Like-
responded like, "Congrats, you committed an atrocity," something like that.
Have you played Hotline Miami?
Not finished it.
Man.
I've not finished it. No.
Yeah, so like at the end of every level, you have to go back to your car, and you get to see the results of your carnage. I can imagine Pikmin 4 being like that without the corpses. You did this. Everyone is dead thanks to you.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't,
just
it doesn't
Undertale
feel like.
genocide route.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's intentional. You know, like I feel like they
Yeah.
were just like, no respawn, whatever. It's funnier that way, and then they just left
They
it
probably
like that.
just thought it was annoying that enemies respawned. I always feel like it just made the areas feel more involved.
Yeah, but like,
Except in like Pikmin 1 and some ROM hacks where there's like, yeah, they're gonna respawn almost every day.
Hmm.
Like in Pikmin 1, they respawn in like 2 days.
yeah, but like, I think it's nice sometimes. Like, some of my favorite enemies in Pikmin 2 are the guys that are like, hey, we'll respawn while you're carrying us to your base.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's an enemy I kind of wish they brought back.
I wish the... What's it called?
The Gatling Groin.
No, not just the Groink, the
The
bear,
Bull
bull bear still did that. When I saw the bull bear, I was like, ooh, are they gonna do the thing? I think they do actually, but like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think the Bull Bears do. They're still scary.
It's still scary. I don't know. There's
think
just something.
I
There's
think I would be fine with it if they didn't bring back another Bull Bear, but they did bring back the Groin, and it still did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do Polar Bears still come back to life in Pikmin 4?
that's
No,
what
That's what we're talking about.
that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
They might. I don't remember. It's hard.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Hmm.
There's only like
And then
3.
Groins just straight up are not in 4.
There's only like 3 bull bears in the entire game.
Hmm.
And I think like 2 of them are in dungeons.
And I think there's straight up like just 1 in Pikmin 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe they
And it doesn't come back in Pikmin
Yeah.
3.
In Pikmin 3 it doesn't
Maybe-
come back. I remember.
maybe they went in danger. They didn't extinct.
I think them
But
being
yeah.
endangered is the reason they came back to life. You know, like an evolutionary advantage. If dead, simply don't. You know, I think that's a pretty good evolutionary advantage.
Yeah.
I would like to evolve like that.
Shout out to the one cave in Pikmin 3, not Pikmin 3, Pikmin 2, where it just dropped an entire bull bear on you.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly funny that Pikmin 2 just drops like whole ass guys on you.
Hmm.
Like, I forget
I think-
which cave it is, but there's a cave where they'll just drop, like, baby bull bears.
Yeah, I think I think I saw a mod once where it's like they just drop like a Emperor Bullback on you. As like a
That was
as
probably
like a
like
shield.
Kaizo.
Maybe, but like just that imagery was just fucking hilarious to me.
I think Kaizo Pikmin 2 has a few where they drop Snagrets onto you. There's also a glitch in that game where Snagrets will spawn in the ceiling. So they can't attack you and you can't attack them.
I get like in Kaido specifically, or
In Pikmin 2 in general, it can. I don't think it can happen because they're usually coded around that. But the way it was coded in Kaizo, it could happen in like one cave. It was really funny. There's also an interesting thing with the water wraiths who like rollers, in the fact that even if they're not in motion, they will just instantly kill Pikmin.
yeah.
Which I
Alright,
guess makes sense.
Yeah.
It's always in motion.
Shout out to the Pikmin 4 water wraith, in which it spawned on top of my Pikmin, so I just reset the floor.
I think that happened to me in my most recent playthrough of Pikmin 2. It's a very rare occurrence, but it is always fun.
It is always fun. And I
It's
saw
like,
that.
you know,
I
like,
saw a
just
few.
reset the floor, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly funny. Like, I think most of the jank and like bullshit in 2 is just funny. Keyword most.
Yeah. I think some of it. Like, yeah,
There's some
a
parts
bit
that are like
funny.
genuinely annoying. Like any cave that has that fucking stump layout where you're surrounded by water, fuck that cave.
Oh, he's not
You know
there.
what?
Oh, I went through his entire body. Cool. What?
You know what I'm thinking of, Tep? Those like stump levels.
There's like 2, I think. If I can remember.
There's like you spawn on like 2 little stumps and everything else, basically everything else is water. There's one in the final cave and there's one in, I think, Hole of Heroes.
I think I remember that being a thing for like one of the Emperor Bullbox fights, but I don't remember if my memory is just combining 2 separate
It's something
things.
similar to that for an Emperor Lex fight, I remember that.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that same layout in Pikmin 4, and I was like, oh, this is just that room where you fought the 2 guys.
Yeah, there's like 2 Emperor Lexes,
Yeah,
but you don't even need to pull out your Pikmin, you can just throw bomb rocks at them because they fill the room with bomb rocks.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I do need to head off soonish.
I see.
How long you think it can last?
Probably like 2 or 3 more attempts.
Alright. This is the rundown.
I think this is it. We're gonna continue talking about Emperor Bulblex and how Pikmin 4 revitalized. Like a lot of the actual good stuff about Emperor Bulblex.
Like,
Because I think they kind of fumbled it into.
I think the Emperor Bullblack fight in all March campaign is good.
Yeah. I like how they made
I have a
bigger
clip.
Emperor
Yeah.
Bulblex enemy in 4.
Yeah. I do like they have 2. They have the guy and they have the other guys.
Yeah, the Pikmin 2 version, they like close enough to the Pikmin 1 version.
And I do like that that's their, like, that's how they're holding to
It's
it.
like the compromise.
That's the compromise they're willing to make for why there's 2 different ones.
Because the difference between the Pikmin 1 fight and the Pikmin 2 fight is very noticeable.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is a good thing. I don't think the original fight is good. But it is distinctly harder.
But that's partially due to him being so much tankier and also much bigger, but
Yeah, there's a lot of decisions in that fight.
like
It is
not every
great.
not every decision they made there is bad, but like
Yeah. Like, the tongue is very stupid, and every version of that fight, the tongue is incredibly stupid in time.
but I understand that that's the gimmick they were going for, you know?
Yeah. It's supposed to have, like, big hitbox.
Big hitbox damage.
Big hitbox kills, like, upwards of your entire party at once.
Yeah. Like in Pikmin 1 it's just supposed to be if you play bad, you're gonna have to walk back to base in a walk of shame. You know?
You have the Walk of Shame. In
Like,
Pikmin 2,
I
it wasn't
think-
supposed to be like the Walk of Shame to leave.
Yeah. I think that's what makes the Pikmin 1 boss so interesting. It's like the walk of shame if you fuck anything up.
You mess anything up, you have to walk all the way back.
Thankfully you don't have to do the entire puzzle over, but like
You don't have to do the puzzle over, you just have to walk back, which is not like a long.
It's not a
like
long
extreme
walk.
long walk.
it's not a
probably
long
gonna
walk,
waste like a
yeah.
quarter of your day.
Yeah. Like getting your guys and then
You probably want to go flower them. And then, granted, you're never gonna need the booze ever in that fight.
yeah.
That's like the main reason it's by far the weakest of the final bosses in Pikmin to me.
Because it doesn't make use of every. I think that's why 3's final boss is so good. 'Cause it,
That's why 4's final boss is so good too.
yeah, but I think 4
I think
falls,
4 does to a lesser extent.
but that's probably just due to OT existing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you don't have a fully maxed out OT, 4 final boss could probably be like one of the hardest final bosses in Pikmin.
Hmm. Oh. Oh.
This is the run.
Oh.
I think with upgraded OG is the easiest, but it's also one of the coolest,
It is a
the best
very
designed.
it is a very cool fight because it's the only boss in Pikmin 4 that's in any way cinematic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cause like
Which
all
I
the
guess
other
is also
yeah.
technically true for the Titan Reform too.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that's to a lesser extent.
Definitely to a lesser extent, and the fight itself is less designed.
I think the Titan Weevil conceptually is probably the best one of the final bosses. Just in execution.
Execution-wise is
Execution-wise, the fact that electricity insta-kills any Pikmin type,
I
kinda-
think electricity should come back to insta-kill, but it should not be as bad as that. But if there is a boss that uses it, it should not be as like extreme.
yeah. It should not be covering the entire battlefield.
And it's like, here's a bunch of bombs, get away.
Like, I appreciate, like, everything about the Titan Weevil. I appreciate Lewis's involvement, but, like,
Big man Lewis.
Big Man Lewis, you know? I love my boy Lewis. Favorite Pikmin character. Yeah, Lewis, the hallmark back.
And then you have like the Plasm Wraith, which is, I think Plasm Wraith is the best of both worlds with Titan Weevil and the
Yeah.
final boss of 4.
Because it makes use of all your Pikmin. But, like, no one Pikmin's gonna just sweep the boss.
And you don't have OG.
You don't have a...
Yeah.
Ochi
Which
looks
like
to be-
OG is a very, it's a, OG is like a lot of the things that are good about Pikmin 4 and a lot of things that are bad about Pikmin 4.
There's a reason there's
Mix
so...
up a lot.
There's a reason there's so many, like, minimum OT runs for like challenge runs for Pikmin 4, and it's just 'cause like you rely on OT so much for the entire playthrough.
Relying on so much that some Pikmin feel like entirely obsolete.
Oh.
Yeah, winged
Rest in
Pikmin,
peace, Blue Pikmin.
winged and blue Pikmin are essentially obsolete. The only reason you would use winged Pikmin is if there's a wall.
The only reason you use Blue Pikmin is if something is like fully underwater, which is like ever.
Yeah, but like even then, after you get certain upgrades, that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Blue Pikmin after 2 of has been really depressing.
Oh.
I think, yeah. The
Because you get winged Pikmin before you get blue Pikmin in 3. And almost every treasure that requires blue Pikmin, you can also get with pink.
So blue becomes obsolete.
Basically in 3, yes.
I think
Blue Pikmin and 3 are like some of the most depressing.
the problem with blue Pikmin in every Pikmin game is they have to make a compromise of when they want to put them in. Because you don't want to just give them so early in the game that the existence of water just becomes mute, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But comes a point where you put them so late in the game where their existence
Like 3?
is where their existence is pointless.
Also, the submerged castle, like, on paper, it seems like a pretty good idea for them. Like, they get their own like exclusive cave, but they need to take into the consideration the water wave, which they're defenseless towards.
Yeah, that's like generally the thing about Blue Pikmin is that they kind of designed an entire cave based around how useless they are.
Yeah.
Like they had to give you Boltman in order for you to do anything.
Which I think is very fun in Pikmin 2 and the subsequent one in Pikmin 4.
I
Even though
really
I think, even though Pikmin 4 is definitely considerably easier.
Pikmin 4 is one is definitely easier. But I think they also significantly decreased the timer for the race. That one.
Yeah.
To like maybe like
There's a lot more safe spots than in 2.
yeah, I think it's maybe like a minute or two. Not like 5 where the original was. That's also because the cave's so much smaller. Okay, that's enough.
Oh.
Okay.
You said like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, gamers.
We will finish this boss next time.
Do you have a day in mind or?
I should be able to do most of next week.
Hmm.
I'll get more information as the week goes on because of like draft stuff, but
Okay.
draft battles are like not even an hour.
We could try like we could just set Wednesday and move it if we need
We
to.
can set like a soft Wednesday.
We can set a soft Wednesday and move it if we need to. Anyway,
Hmm.
I have a thing. So see you guys later, gamers.
See ya, chat.
See ya, chat.
Wahoo.